Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Chris here, founder of Rooted Music. Guys, I'm thrilled that you're taking this next step with us and just getting a glimpse of what one of our courses is like. We have helped thousands of people just like yourself learn to play the worship music that they love, and we want to help you do the same thing. We're here for feedback, for encouragement, for insight, for tips and tricks. We want to help you every single step of the way. You're going to see that in this video, so check it out.
Hey guys, welcome to Rooted Music, and today we are taking a look at King of Kings by Hillsong. And this song is in the key of D, but we're going to be playing it in C shapes, K-Pod 2. So again, this will be our 1, and it looks like a C, but it's going to be a D chord, right? Because we're in the key of D. And if you have any questions about the numbers or chord structure, you can always refer to the first couple videos that we made, and hopefully that'll help you out. So the chords that we're going to hear in this song, I'll go ahead and dive in. We'll come back and talk just a little bit about the piano intro that happens on this song. But I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the verse, and then we'll come back and talk about that a little bit separately, because obviously a piano is probably going to be playing that if you're playing it with a band. So if you were to come in with the piano on the verses to the song are a 1/3, which is basically you're playing a 1 chord like this C shape, and you're just putting that note in the bass. And so that's a 1 with the 3 in the bass, and then a 4 chord, which we'll play like this for this song. And it's just leaving this 3rd string open. You've seen this chord in a lot of the songs that we teach. And then 5, or in this case a 5 sus, and then just to a straight 1. And that's the whole verse. It just repeats that over and over. So it's 1/3, 4, 5, 1. And it just does that 4 times for the verse. Now, just to say, if you're playing this with a band and someone's playing piano, you may not even play for the first verse and chorus, but if you want to, you can, and you can just do block chords like that. Or even if you're playing it by yourself, you know, I might lead it and do a little bit more like just some sort of finger picking like that, just to keep the tempo if I was the only instrument. But if I'm playing with a band, I'm probably just going to block chord it like that. And to do that, oftentimes I just have my pick tucked in between my fingers like this, and I'm just using my thumb and these 3 fingers to pick out most of the chord. And so when it gets to the chorus is 1 chord, 4 chord, 6, or in this case it's a 6 minor 7. It's just taking this note and leaving it open from the 1. Go ahead and leave that open, and then you've got a 6 minor 7. And then 5 sus, 5. And then it's 1 with the 3 in the bass. So again, coming back to that chord. Then the 4 chord. Then 6, and quickly to the 4, 5 sus, 1. So the whole chorus in time, just so you can get that movement in the right time, is this. 5 sus to 5, then 1/3 to the 4, then 6, and quickly to the 4, to the 5, to the 1. Now that's the verse and the choruses to the song. The only deviation, chord structure wise, is the last time they play the verse after the 2nd chorus. There's a double verse, and it gets real big. It's really, really cool. But the first time through, the first half of it, they play, instead of the 1/3 to the 4, to the 5, to the 1, they go 6, 4, 5, 1. And it just repeats for an entire verse cycle. 6, 4, 5, 1, 4 times. And then on the second half of the verse, it goes back to the original progression, which is the 1/3, 4, 5, 1. And then it finishes out back into the chorus. So the only other thing to mention in this song is there is this piano intro and turnaround. And if you're leading the song all by yourself, you might want to play it, or you might want to do something else just to get yourself into the song. If you're playing with a band, obviously you let the piano take that. But here's what you could do if you really wanted to hear that hook, just because it is kind of, it's a big part of the song. So it would definitely let everybody know what song is coming. You could just finger pick it out like this. And then start the verse. And just to say, if you were playing it by yourself, another thing you might could do on the verse, before you get into the whole strumming once the band comes in on the second verse, instead of doing the 1/3 like this, with that big foreboding low 3, you could just catch this one right here on the 4th string. And that's probably what I would do if I was playing it by myself, and keep it kind of subdued so that it has some room to grow later in the song and you have somewhere to go. But again, back to the piano intro right before that. The way I would be playing that is I would probably have my pick in my hand, and with my pick on the 5th string of the 1 right there, and as well the open 3rd string with this finger, with my middle finger, I'm catching that melody, plucking those two together, and then going to the 1 on the 2nd string. So the melody is just going. And then I will pluck again the 1 and the 5. And then catch that melody. So. So the only time I'm playing 2 notes together is the very beginning. And it's always just these 2, and then halfway through that first phrase. And then the rest of the melody is. So the entire melody is. So to put it together. You're off to the races with the song.
Guys, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video here today. I hope it gave you some really good insight into what one of our courses with us looks like. We've helped thousands of people just like you learn to play their favorite worship music and learn to do it well with constant encouragement, feedback, and just a commitment to each student to help them learn to play worship music. And we want to do the same thing with you. So click the link below to get started with us today.